You become what you think about. Everything that we do, every behaviour starts with a thought process. All emotions come from thoughts, and those thoughts can change our emotions in an instant. For example, we sometimes work with big groups of people, and sometimes I'll pick one of those people out. So what we say to them when we explain this, we just say fear and anxiety is over this side of the scale, and over this side you've got happiness and you've got relief and all nice feelings. And what we do to explain this, I say, right, starting with that person over there, I'd like to stand up, introduce yourself and tell me why you're here. And you can see the room just changes because everyone's thinking, oh, don't pick me, what am I going to say? I don't know, I didn't come here for this. And then in an instant I say to them, I was only kidding. And the relief, everyone sighs. And it just shows that at first everyone's frightened of standing up introducing themselves. And when I say, actually, I'm only joking, we don't have to do that. We'd never ask someone to do that. People swap to this massive relief and the fear's gone. And it just shows in an instant how we can go from one state to another.
Yeah, we'd like to share with you 5 great tips now to help you to think better, knowing that we become what we think about. You are actually in control of your thoughts. And you know yourself that if you think about memories that are happy or fun, you feel great. And equally, like Nick said, you can travel so quickly to the other end of the scale by thinking of sad things. So we'd like to share these tips now to really help you to be able to think happier. So the first thing is, we've already said it, thoughts create feelings. So you can control your thoughts and you can control your feelings. All you need to do, if ever you're feeling down, is to consider some time where you laughed uncontrollably. You know, you might feel here and your laughter might be there. And if you drop, you might not get quite to there, but it will certainly lift you up a little bit higher.
We cannot change events that happen around us, and whether they are good or bad, and those events will affect us. What we can change is how we perceive those events, because we are in control of all our thoughts.
Whether you say you can or you can't, you will always be right. It's entirely up to you how you decide to speak or how you decide to describe a situation. But if you say, I can't, you suddenly close a door. Whereas if you say, I can, then the opportunity and the possibility is there.
Happy thoughts will create happy feelings. So what we would like you to do is make a list of things that make you feel happy. We've all had amazing times in our life. I always think about our wedding day, and if I think about that, I get happy thoughts. So make a list of those things. So then if you have a really bad day, get your list out, read those things. You know, if you've got happy music, put some music on. But we've all got those tracks that make us feel amazing. Put that music on, get your list. It will change your state of mind and make you feel happy.
And finally, we'd like you to consider gratitude. We start every day with gratitude, and it's just thinking about the things we're grateful for, the fact that we woke up, the fact that we've got a home, the fact we've got food, our family, our friends, each other. And just by practicing gratitude, literally for a minute or two, every single morning when you wake up, it will help you to start your day in a far better place. You know, none of us are immune to knocks and things going wrong, but if you start your day in a higher place, then even if you drop down a little bit, you won't go quite as low as you would have done if you hadn't started to practice gratitude.
We've got some great personal examples to share with you. Our daughter, when she was 8 years of age, we asked her what she would like to do, and she said, I think I might want to go into politics. I might actually like to be Prime Minister. I might want to be a lawyer, but one thing I certainly want to do, I want to go to Oxford University. That was a big statement from an 8-year-old girl. Guess what? She's currently doing her second year at Oxford University right now. Amazing. And becoming what you think about is so powerful. That's obviously something there that's really positive in our life, with our daughter making a decision and thinking that she was going to go to Oxford. However, that can also work in a negative way. And an experience that we actually lived through a few years ago was with Nick's aunt. And Nick's Auntie Elsie was diagnosed with lung cancer. Now, once she was diagnosed, and because she was in her 80s, they said,
said that, you know, there was nothing they could do, and that she could just go home and live out the rest of her life. What actually happened when she was given that diagnosis was that she started to deteriorate. She became a cancer patient. She stopped eating. She started to lose weight, and she literally was dying in front of our eyes. And then when she was really very, very sick, we actually got a call from Nick's cousin, and he rang us to tell us some pretty incredible news. And that was that he and his mum, Nick's auntie, had been called in to see the consultant at the hospital. And when they got to the hospital, they discovered that Nick's auntie had actually been misdiagnosed, and she didn't have lung cancer. Now, the amazing thing was that the moment that she was told, actually, you don't have lung cancer, she completely transformed. She went from being sick and literally on death's door to the point where we were being told that we needed to go and see her because she was coming to the end of her life, to suddenly there was a huge transformation, and she started to love life, live life. She started to eat again, and she became well. Now, would she have died had she not been told that she'd been misdiagnosed? The chances are that probably yes, because that's what appeared to be happening in front of our eyes. However, I think we're in excess of 20 years on, she's still going strong and absolutely loving life. And her tip to us, when we asked her, we said to her, what is it? What is the key to life? What's the secret? Because since you had that experience where you thought you'd come to the end of your life, it's like you were reborn. And she said that, like our point number 5, practicing gratitude. Every day she's grateful. But that really highlights how you become what you think about. Our daughter, in a positive manner, thought about going to Oxford University, and she got there. And Nick's aunt, who thought she was dying of cancer, very nearly did.